Pastor Fox, your favorite YouTube channel. So today I am going to talk about a very interesting topic that is predict with Panchangam. Understand? So many of you might be wondering, predict with Panchangam, are you going to say the muhurta or what kind of muhurta is good or what kind of muhurta is bad? Not exactly. That is already known information. Here we are going to determine and identify in what elements of Panchanga is predominant in this particular horoscope and how that is going to impact the native. It is not very uncommon. Okay. It is not very uncommon for us to see. In those days, a astrologer used to carry a Panchangam along with them. He'll note down, okay, what Titi, what Karanam, what Nakshatram. Then he will give every predictions. Even in the movies, you could have seen. Suddenly, the astrologer will tell, oh, this Nakshatram, the child should be born, this Nakshatram, the child should not be born. All those things, if you see, we could see in the movies as well. That means so much importance was given for the nakshatra of a particular individual. Similarly, okay, if you see the what is that? Uh, the karanam. There is a big saying in Tamil. What is that saying? They will say karanam tavarinal maranam. That means if you minute that karanam, it can even end up in adverse results. That much importance was given to the karanam. And regarding Titi, I don't have to say. Most of the Titis have their uh, celebrations. Ramanavami, right? Ratha Saptami, Naga Panchami, Vinayagar Chaturthi. Like that, each Titi has its festival are being celebrated. That means there should have been something very, very important. Okay. So let's quickly go and see why it was given that much importance. Okay, I hope the slide is visible. Okay, so with respect to this, we are planning to take a course also. Understand? But in this video, I'll give you more information just by a course advertisement video. I'll tell. In fact, I'll continue this series. Okay, though we have a course parallelly, I'll try to give you more vital information how to use them with the individual horoscope, because muhurta you find it everywhere. Okay, you find it everywhere, but with respect to application to the chart, you find very less. In fact, very less books, very less teachers. And as you all know, like in the last 15 years, I have been associated with one of my guru, Jain sir. With him, I learned the Panchanga elements. Okay. Apart from him, I also studied under few more gurus who had a very wide language on this subject. Okay, their depth was very broader. So all those things I'm combining, and with my experience, I'm going to give you in this course. So interested people can register before Wednesday. And of course, I'll give you the recording access also for 6 months in case if you are not able to attend 1 or 2 days or you are not able to attend, still you can join, and as much as possible you can attend. And if something is missed, also you need not worry, because the complete 3 days course recording also I'll give you without any extra charges. Okay. Now, if you see carefully, this Panchangam is made up of 5 elements. That is the Titi, the Karanam, the Yogam, the Varam, and Nakshatram. Nakshatram is a very big topic. In fact, I plan to take each Nakshatram 5 to 6 hours. That much is there. So literally for 27 Nakshatras, may have to spend more than 100 hours. Then only you will understand the beauty of Nakshatra. If you go to Tanjavur Saraswati Mahal, there is a book called on that. Okay, Nakshatram Chintamani. There it runs around 1500 pages. So just understand that much immense is there in Nakshatra. Okay, everything we'll discuss, but as on today, we'll just look about the various components of Panchangam. Yogam says your boundary. Okay, beyond that you cannot operate. Let any number of Raja Yogas are there in your chart, but the Nityanama Yoga defines. For example, let us assume somebody is born in Harshna Yogam. Most of them have a very bad marital life or late marriage or separation. Understand? That is the boundary of that yoga. Okay. So yoga itself is a 10 days topic. That much is there. If you know the yoga, then you know your horoscope boundaries, the four corners of your horoscope. You know your karana, karanam karya siddhi. Okay. So before that, let us try to understand the some features of this panchangam. Like I said, no horoscope reading is ever complete. Let 100 graphs operate. But the first crux of the horoscope itself is panchangam. That is the reason, if you know, your horoscope itself is constructed from panchangam only. Understand? Without panchangam, you cannot construct the horoscope. Right? Where do you get the planetary positions? In the almanac. Almanac is nothing but the panchang. Okay. So panchangam is the primordial component. No horoscope reading is complete without the panchanga element. So it is like I said, the sun and moon are the basis of any horoscope. So only so many yogas are formed with the sun and moon itself. Okay, from sun and moon itself, so many yogas are formed. In fact, the panchangam itself is formed on the basis of this sun and moon only. The distance, the separation is called the Titi. The addition is called the yoga. Correct? Fine. And the rotation is called the vara. Each day of the earth rotates, rather. Right? The earth rotates, but we are taking the sun and moon as the main focus center. Okay. And Titi, again we have Sukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha, all those things are there. We will see everything one by one. Okay. So the sun is called the Ankara or the ego or the Atma. To satisfy that Atma or ego or Ankara, there is a mind which wants to satisfy that. That is called as the moon. So the interaction between the sun and moon, which results in the 5 limbs known as Titi, Karanam, Yogam, Varam, and Nakshatram. Okay. And the moon's position indicates the nakshatras of a person. All such instances of time are recorded to the above 5 elements. That is what called Pancha means 5, Anga means limbs. These 5 limbs only we called as Panchangam. Panchangam elements obtained at the birth of the individual. Okay, at that time, what is the Titi running? Whether it's a Sukla Paksha Titi or it's a Krishna Paksha Titi. And what is the Titi? Whether it's a Padiyami or is it an Amavasya or is it a Purnami? Okay, whether it's a Rikta Titi or it's an Nanda Titi or it's a Jaya Titi. Understand? All those things makes it different in the horoscope prediction. Every human being is made up of these 5 elements. Understand? The human body is made up of the Panchabhuta Tattva. Fire, land, air, water, and Akash. That is the reason in numerology class I told, if numerology is the second Tantra Sastra, Panchapakshi is the first Tantra Sastra. Because Panchapakshi is nothing but Panchabhuta. Such a continuous interaction between the sun and the moon causes dynamic transformation of energy, which affect each individual, and how it affects, that is very much unique to that particular individual. Okay. You would have commonly come across this. I'll tell you, this is like somewhat commonly misunderstood, right? Tityecha Shreyanam Bhoti, Varat Aish Vardhanam, Nakshatrat Harati Papam, Yogat Roga Nivaranam, Karanat Kara Siddhicha. Like that they told. What are the results for this? Panchangam. Knowledge of Tithi bestows wealth. Kindly bear your attention here, I request you all, because it gives a very different meaning. Okay. Knowledge of Vara increases longevity. Knowledge of Nakshatra erases sins. Knowledge of Yoga cures disease. And knowledge of Karanam ensures success in work. That is what I told. Karanam Karya Siddhi. Karanam Karya Siddhi. Knowledge of Tithi bestows wealth. So usually what happens, there is a misinterpretation saying that every day morning you get up and say, today is this Tithi, your wealth will come. You say the Vara name, today is Somavaram, longevity will increase. Okay, today is so and so Nakshatra, let us assume today is Maka Nakshatra or today is Rogini Nakshatra. And knowledge of yoga, today is what is that, Vaidurti, Vishakamba, Preeti. Like that, if you keep saying, that will cure your disease. And today is Bhavakarna, Balavakarna, or Kimsaganam, Chatuspadam, like that, if you say, it will give success. Not really that. Just reading that is not important. As an astrologer, yes, today we should know what are these 5 elements operating in the Panchabhuta and what are the planets and what are the planetary positions. If not Navamsha and other thing, at least Today's the planetary positions and the Panchanga elements you should know. But this has an implied meaning. Knowledge of Titi bestows wealth means not knowing the Titi, you should know how you are getting your livelihood. That means you can predict your profession by Titi. Means the sun is the Ankara, like I said, the moon is the Manas. How it is satisfying, that is determines your profession. Okay. Now for each nakshatra, there are 100 positive points and 30 to 40 negative points. When you know the positive point, you know the strength of your nakshatra, and there are certain negative points which you avoid, definitely you will be a successful person. That is the reason we told nakshatra knowledge erases sin. Means you will not move towards that negative side of that nakshatra once you know that. Okay, knowledge of karanam, that is what I told in the beginning itself. If you know how to activate your karana or karananatha, definitely you can improve your life minimum 2x times without any remedy. Because you know how to exactly plan the working pattern. If Titi is your work, nature of work, Karana is that working pattern. Understand? Therefore, knowledge of Titi is and Karna is very, very important for somebody to be successful in work. Okay. Now, there are many Titis, Karna and Yoga and all, but in today's class, I'll try to discuss about one Titi, and if possible, I'll try to take Karana in the next class. So, like I said, there are 15, that is 30 Titis altogether. Okay, Pradamai, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Sashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dasami, Ekadasi, Dvadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, Purnami, and Amavasya. Understand? So you can see this table like I have given. But there are only 11 karanams. 11 karanam means in that 7 are chara karnas. Chara means movable karna. Movable karna means they keep repeating. And sthira karna means they will come only once. See here I have written, okay, Baba, Bavalam, okay, or Balavam, however you say, Bhavam, Balavam, Kaulavam, Taitulam, Karasai, Vanasai, Badrai. See again, Bhavam, Balavam, Kaulavam, Taitulam, Karasai, Vanasai, Badrai. Again, they are repeating. These numbers I have given, okay, 1 to 12 Bhavas. These things I will teach you when I take the Titi class. In Titi class, I will say how each Titi represents a Baba, how each Titi represents a particular Devata, and that only will be the nature of your work. Understand? You can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be an administrator, you can be an IAS officer. But without seeing this Titi, you cannot surpass. Your entire life, your profession is purely based on Titi. Without Titi, you cannot decide your profession. Don't think Titi Shunyam. Titi Shunyam is a negative aspect. Understand? Which two bhavas or which 4 bhavas will not work for you? That is Titi Shunyam. But from Panchang perspective, Titi is totally different. That I will teach you. Okay, but if you observe one thing very carefully, okay, you see here this Karase, sorry, this Shakuni, Nagavam, Chatuspadam, and Kimstugunam. These things will come only during Purnami and Amavasya. Apart from Purnami and Amavasya, they will not come. Hence, they are called as Stirakarnams. Okay, they have a very, very important role. About each Karnam, we will study minimum 40 to 50 points. Okay. It may not, it is not an exaggeration, that much of details is there in them. Okay. And next, this is a Titi chakra, like I told, right? First bhava, second bhava, seventh bhava, eighth bhava, like that. Each Titi will determine your profession along with the Titi Devata and the Titi chakra. These things, once we complete the Karanam, I'll take about the Titi chakra in the next class. Now, you might be wondering, why I am saying Titi is job, Titi is job. Now, let us take one example. Consider somebody is having sun in 29 degrees of, sorry, somebody is having sun in Purva Palguni 4. Purva Palguni 4 means it will be not 29 degrees, it will be within 90, what is that, 19 degrees to 26 degree also we can take. Okay, because after 26 degree, 40 minutes you will get the Uttara Palguni, that is a sun's nakshatra itself you will get. So instead of 19, I told you 29. So you take sun in 19 degrees. Okay. Or if you want to take Purva Palguni 4 itself, you can take 26 degrees. Okay, 26 degrees you can consider, and you take moon in Kritika 3. Moon in Kritika 3 represents Krishna Sashti. Kritika 3 means where it will come. Kritika 3 means it will come from 3 degree 20 minutes to 6 degree 40 minutes. Anywhere there you can take. But if you are getting confused with degrees, then you can just, as of now, you can take as an example. Sun is in Purva Palguni 4 and moon is in Kritika 3. Okay. So if you measure this distance, it represents Krishna Sashti. Why? Because from sun to the 7th house, it is the Sukla Paksha. If the moon is within that 7th house. In fact, it is not 7th house, it is 6th house. Because from 7th house, the Krishna Paksha will start. Understand? From 7th house itself, the Krishna Paksha will start. Next, like I said, the sun represents the ego. Okay. The distance of moon from sun represents one's earning. That is what I told. Earning style is represented by the sun and the moon's distance, Titi. Now, in the above case, if you see, if you take this example, the Purva Palguni 4 and Kritika 3, from sun, moon will be in the 9th house. Therefore, this person will have a working style, which is, it can be a PhD holder or a teacher or a research person, traveling, or he can work for an MNC company, 9th abroad education. Understand? Or he can do a father's job or a government job. Okay. And income to like astrology, religious. Okay. Those things also he can do. And whatever he studies, out of that study, he will make an earning. Okay, here I am talking only about one. Not only it will represent what is that 9th Baba, it will also represent another Baba. We are taking care for Sukla Krishna Paksha. Simultaneously, we have to take for Krishna Paksha also. Understand? So this is the beauty. There is hardly any literature. Okay, these are all knowledge which I got from my guru, and of course many things he has also said in your channel in the past. Okay, but not only his knowledge, I am going to combine another 2-3 persons, another 2-3 gurus knowledge also, and my observations, whatever I have seen in the last 2 decades. And let us take example of one person who was born in Prathama Pratipada. Definitely, it not only indicates this much I am going to talk, it may indicate more. But let us see in short what it will show. Prathama Pratipada, you know the ruling or the deity is Agni. Okay. In Agni, it indicates the first bhava. In Krishna Paksha, it indicates the 7th bhava. That is what I told. You are seeing for first bhava here, but simultaneously in another Paksha, it will indicate another bhava also. You have to combine both, then only you will be able to tell the profession of the person. Understand? The nature of Agni should be considered in deciding the person's profession. Okay, he can be a firefighter. Understand? It is an active matter and masculine. Agni is a masculine matter. Even the sperm is also having some Agni. So only able to penetrate and reach the womb. Okay. So somebody working in that gynecology also can become a Pratipada person. It represents physical body and source of income through physical presence, adamancy, courage, and never give up attitude are the characteristics of Prathamatiti. Since it is also connected with 7th bhava, it indicates desire. Because 3, 7, 11 are Kama Trikona. The highest order of desire is Kama. Generally, people who are born in Pratipada are born in a rich house or a affluent family. If not, after marriage, definitely they will become comfortable with all comforts. Financially, there is no doubt in that. Krishna Paksha Prathama is also like Shukla Paksha Agni, but the Agni in this is everything. Whatever it wants, it will act like that. From if it wants that person, it will act like that person. If it wants that commodity, accordingly it will get aligned. That is the difference between Krishna Paksha and Sukla Paksha Agni. 7th means arrival of a partner, arrival of a friend, or communication with the society, right? So once the partner arrives, you see all these Prathama born persons, their life would have completely changed. Okay, and whether it's a positive or negative change, it depends upon the fire of the life partner, how he is. If he's a very active, very agile person, this will take like this. Otherwise, it will go like this. Professions which require physical presence, like a doctor, police, army, security, fighter, wrestling, boxing, all those things teacher will require this pradhamai. Most of them, you see, they would have a pradhamai. Even a thing, a body of a prostitute, which shows that fire of attraction, that is also indicated by this pradhamai titi. So positive is also there, negative is also there. Like that, we can keep discussing many things. 30 tithis are there. Regarding all the 30 tithis, we will discuss about the profession in the next class after Karana. Okay. And in the next class, I will take about one Karana and I'll tell 50 things about that Karana. Not one thing, 50 things I'll tell about Karana. So here we'll see what is Karana. Karana means air tattva. Some authors also give Bhutattva, that is Karna is land. But again, there is no classical reference for that. You cannot take a Brihat Samhita or Brihat Jataka and show, no, it's air tattva only, it's a land tattva only. Based on the available literature and the experiences of my guru, we have seen Karana being air tattva works more predominantly. If you have difference of opinion, you can follow that. There is nothing. Everything is knowledge and we are helping the subject. The Karana shows your emotion. It shows your lifestyle planning. Because I said it's a air tattva, then you can imagine without activating your karma, you cannot make a successful life. Okay. Without checking the karma of that particular person, you cannot make him professionally successful because karma is the working pattern. Once you just pull and show him that karma and he activates that karma, definitely his journey is different. I am saying it on record. Okay. Only thing you should understand that karma. Karanam karya siddhi. We can decode the characters mixed in your blood. That much deep analysis. What is he? How is his father? Like that, it will follow the DNA double strand helix model. One can make upward learning the karna. Many astrologers in South, if you see, either they'll keep a Panchapakshi as a screensaver or Karananatha as a screensaver. I usually keep three things: Shivamaya, Karananatha, Panchapakshi. Based on my need, but any one of these will be always there. That is the reason whenever they come for prediction also, I'll say I'll give prediction only in mobile, not in laptop. Understand? And a very important thing, if you see in our villages and all, they'll say, if somebody is sick, will this cross Amavasya? Will this person cross Amavasya? Will this person cross Purnami? Okay. Or Ashtami? Means most of the deaths, 60 to 70% deaths, if you see, if it has come near Purnami, Amavasya, or Ashtami, they have died. Very rarely they have escaped that. So, one Titi is 12 degrees, Nakshatra is 27 degrees, sorry, Nakshatra is 13 degree 20 minutes, and Titi is 12 degrees, and Karna is 6 degrees. That means this Titi is more or less equivalent to the length of the Nakshatra, but it is the exactly 12 degrees. And the half of this 12 degree is called Karna. Understand? Even for birth time rectifications also, by knowing the person's character, you can deploy the karma. If somebody is having a doubt whether morning or night birth, understand? If somebody is having a karma as a lion, how you will function? Somebody is having karma of a snake, how you will function? These things will help us to identify the inherent characters. Okay. So the next class, I'll take the Kaulava Karna and I will discuss, like I said, 50 points which you are not come across anywhere. But if you apply for any Kaulava Karna person, definitely will agree with me. So thank you. If you are interested, you can join the course. And if you like the channel, please subscribe and like the videos. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you.